What's going on, everybody? This is my top 10 crew predictions for X-Wing. I'm going to be talking about crew today because crew is a great way for them to add people to the game that aren't specifically known for being a pilot or might not have a ship associated with them directly. So let's jump right in, and at number 10, our first entry is Wolf Yularen. Wolf Yularen is amazing, and he's been in a lot of stuff lately. He's been in Star Wars Rebels. He's been in a number of the books, including Thrawn. He was in A New Hope. So with the 40th anniversary of A New Hope, what better than to add people from A New Hope? Wolf Yularen at number 10. He is awesome. Coming in at number 9, Saw Gerrera. So Rogue One has been out for a while now. Saw Gerrera is showing up everywhere. He's also going to be in the next season of Rebels, as well as being very, very popular with the Rebellion, although I think Saw Gerrera would show up in the Scum faction as opposed to the Rebellion faction. Coming in at number 8, K2SO. Now, here's a great character from Star Wars Rogue One who has not made it into the game yet, but he could be very, very cool. He might deal with some type of espionage or something similar like the Sabine's TIE Fighter has. I think K2SO would be very, very cool. And our next entry is going to be Maz Kanata from the Scum and Villainy faction. Maz could be very, very cool and allow some type of predictive or some kind of almost Force-like mentality. Maybe she'll deal with focus. Maybe she'll be something like that, but probably something support-related. Our next entry is Ahsoka Tano. Ahsoka, very, very popular character. I don't really need to tell you guys anything about Ahsoka because everybody knows her, and she's pretty much universally beloved as well. So it stands to reason whatever they do with her, she will be very, very cool, and hopefully it will be a slightly different ability than her pilot ability, so it does not take away from that. Next up, Captain Phasma. Now, we haven't seen Captain Phasma at all yet in the game, and I'm surprised why not. I'm wondering if that means she will get her own ship in the near future, but for now, let's go with a crew because we know at least she was on board Kylo Ren's shuttle in The Force Awakens. So, Captain Phasma for the Empire. Next up, General Leia. Now, we already have a Leia crew, but the Leia crew we have is not very good, and it's kind of the Episode 4 Leia. So I'm saying let's get a General Leia, different capacity, evolved character, and we already know you can have multiple versions of the same character because they've done that with the Han Solo and Chewbacca from the Heroes of the Resistance pack. So let's get a new General Leia and make it awesome. All right, we're getting down to the top 3 now. We've got Yoda coming up for the Rebels. Now, Yoda, we need kind of the super nuclear option for the crew for the Rebels, and I think Yoda kind of fits the bill. We've got Palpatine for the Empire. Now we've got Jabba for the Scum and Villainy faction. We need Yoda for the Rebels. We need him. I don't know if he's going to take up 2 crew slots or not. I think he would only take up 1, or maybe they would do something funny and give him a half crew slot. And I mean, it would still require a full crew slot, and there's nothing else that could use the other half, but that would be pretty clever. All right, number 2 is Thrawn. Perhaps he would allow you to redeploy friendly ships. Thrawn is just my personal favorite person right now in all of the new canon, just because they brought him back, and I love him, and I loved the book. I love Timothy Zahn. People really would love to see Thrawn show up, although it's hard to predict exactly what his ability would be because he's somebody that you can't screw up with Thrawn. He has to be done very, very well. And my number 1 character, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan was actually on board the Millennium Falcon as a crew, so it totally fits the canon to have him as a crew, even if you don't have him as a pilot. Plus, he provides mentorship. There's been a lot of speculations as to if they ever made him what his ability would be. It could probably be based on something like Your Eyes Can Deceive You, or there are alternatives to fighting, or any one of his famous lines from that movie. He would be amazing to have, and they could even have different versions they could do him. They could do him as a Force ghost or as the living Obi-Wan, but Obi-Wan is a fan favorite, and I think he's going to definitely show up sooner or later. So that's my top 10 crew predictions for X-Wing, guys. Let me know if you liked this video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe and click the little bell to get alerts when I put new stuff up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.